Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your manifestation coach. All the information for me is below. My website is back up. I prefer you do use Cash App when you book any services with me. My website outlines all the services I offer. There's a monthly subscription, there's a 2-week subscription, there's also what I call a 5 and 5 audios and 5 emails. That includes 5 audios lasting anywhere from 10 minutes to 20 minutes, depending on the topic, and 5 emails addressing your specific manifestational issue. There's a phone session 1 hour at a time, and there's a Zoom meeting 1 hour at a time. So because everybody's different and everybody has their own situations, this is why I offer different things. Most of the time, I recommend that you do stay in coaching with me for at least a month. This has proven to be the most beneficial because a month is a time in which you can literally rewire your brain to think in a new way. I don't care how long it's been that you've been thinking otherwise, you can start thinking in a new way in a month. Yes, it's possible. Don't, start arguing with me because I have science to back it up. I've done the research, which is why I can talk this way. In coaching with me, we go through everything. We'll go through a belief system. We'll go through your background, your history, your childhood, affirmations, scripting, everything to set you up, the full package, okay? Because usually, I find coaches on the internet, they offer, I'll script affirmations for you. Or there's emails and stuff, but nobody offers audios like me. Certainly nobody offers Zoom meetings. And certainly you'll be hard pressed to find a coach on the internet who takes a phone call from you. Okay, no matter how busy I get on this channel, which I really appreciate all the new subscribers, by the way, shout out to all of you guys. I will always maintain this as a relationship between you and I. I will never hire additional staff as in like a separate coach that will coach you instead of me. I want it to come from me. If I can't handle the workload at some point, there's going to be a waiting list, and that's just the way it is going to have to be. Like, you never had Neville hire people, say, okay, here's John who's going to take over because I'm tired and I can't. No, I'm not going to do that. Also, please remember, tomorrow is Friday, and at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, please join me for a live if you want some questions answered. And this is how you get a taste of what my coaching is about. And if you hire me for a longer period, even better. So today we're going to talk about how to have a brain transplant. I'm joking, of course. But wouldn't it be nice? You just get a brain full of new beliefs and ideas. Listen, it's like this. Beliefs are the thing that make your manifestations what they are. Period. The end. It's not a joke, actually. It's very serious. Whatever you're working with right now, if you want to change your manifestational game, you really need to examine this. And this is why I offer coaching, but actually that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about those people who have been trying to manifest their SP back for some time, some considerable time. So again, there is no time, right? There's no shame in however long it has taken you thus far. It really doesn't matter. Okay, can I tell you something? It doesn't really matter. Time, space, like what is that? What we're working with here is an idea. And so if it's taken you some time in the 3D, is because you had to work through some beliefs of yours, okay, that I just laughed at right before. No, beliefs are very serious things, and it's not really a joke because they're stubborn. They're stubborn. What you need to do is literally decide what you're going to believe now and what kind of reality you're going to fuse yourself with. And usually, look, if you change your beliefs, if you discard the drama, if you forgive and let go, I mean, everything else is easy, right? Because the work is on you. There's nobody else to change but you, as Neville says, because the world is you outpictured, period, the end. So if you put in the work on you and not obsess over anything else, then, you're home free, really. Everything else is super duper easy. Manifestation is easy. Scripting is easy. Visualization is easy. What is challenging is dealing with beliefs that you may not be even aware of. You may not even be aware of how strong a hold they have on you, right? And so, job one would be to identify those beliefs. And if you think you're just kind of like, oh, yeah, I know my beliefs. No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't recreate them. You wouldn't see like copy and paste of the same kind of reproduction of experience. The important thing is to acknowledge the depth of your beliefs and how far they really go. To fully acknowledge, like, okay, this is what I'm working with. Like, you can't clean a house or an apartment or anything really without acknowledging how much of a mess is inside, right? But once you clean it all out, then you can entertain guests, you can have fun, you can create fun parties and whatever you want to do inside, and life is pretty blissful. When you really zero in on this, right, it becomes quite simple. Can I tell you something? It becomes quite simple. It has to do with whatever you believe, whatever you think, whatever you are, whatever you're feeling. And it becomes about what you are creating. There's nobody else in the world but you. And so if you created distance and time between you and your SP, it's only because of those beliefs that you're working through. And like I said, there's no shame, there's no shame, there's no blame, there's none of that. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Yes, even if you're frustrated, lonely, sad, depressed, maybe even, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're working through this. And can I tell you why that is actually extremely beneficial? Because if you're really going to work through your beliefs once and for all, you never have to do that again, okay? At least not around that subject. And so the time it took you to arrive at your destination of purity, of beliefs, acquiring new beliefs about being in a relationship, trusting, loving, being loved, being trusted, whatever it is, that's the time it had to take. Okay, so whether it's 2 months, 2 years, 5 years, whatever it is, that's the time it had to take. So, first of all, never give up on your dreams of a perfect relationship. Never give up on your dreams of a perfect relationship with that particular SP, because anything and everything is possible. This world is made of magic. This world is made of you because you're magic. And as long as you arrive to the destination of understanding that, but you can have anything, you can create anything, you can literally transform your world. It's just that you need to understand how to do it. And that's why I offer coaching, and willing to dive into all of these things with you. But it has to be very precise, right? You have to understand what it is you're doing and how you're benefiting yourself in doing so. I like this quote from the Bible: "Nothing is lost in my holy mountain," which means everything is okay. Nothing is lost. The parallel reality in which your dream or your dream relationship or your dream SP exists now, and with the perfect relationship that you have with them right now, is now. Right now, like now, yes, now. How long is it going to take you to go into that parallel reality? Now, like right now, like split second, maybe. I don't know. I'm sorry, it's funny to me. I think it's funny. Well, for many reasons, because I think as humans we make it so hard. Myself included. Listen, I'm guilty of it just as you are, because we really think that we need to work so hard for good things. And actually the truth is reverse, right? So it's the bad stuff that takes a lot of like real hard work to manifest. The good stuff is easy. It is easy, right? It's the bad stuff that is terrible and challenging. And so my effort here really for you guys is why I even took up on this subject of SPs. First of all, I see a lot of misinformation on the internet and everywhere else. They're trying to make it so difficult, when in fact it isn't. It is not. It has never been difficult. The whole premise lies within you. It's not external at all. It's within you. It's when you, quote unquote, fix yourself, the outside fixes itself automatically. Okay, just like a mirror. If you go to the mirror and you smile, the mirror smiles back. What do you know? And you can say, oh my God, there have been so many instances when, you know what, I went to the mirror frowning and the mirror frowned back. Well, yeah, that's what the mirror does. So, yeah. So your point is? Anyway, you get the picture. All of a sudden, start right now. Okay? If you need coaching, my information is down below. I wholeheartedly believe that going through your beliefs completely, revolutionizes your life. But what you can do right now is start assuming something else. And by assuming something else about yourself, about your SP, don't worry about the time it took. You get to completely recreate everything. Everything. Past, present, future, the entire shebang, right? This world is yours. This world is yours entirely and completely. Don't worry about who said what, Don't worry about that shit. All that matters right now is what it is that you want to create right now. Who are you right now? What are you creating right now? And then create it. And then wholeheartedly, fuse yourself with this reality and be there. And say, okay, you know what? It doesn't matter if it took me 2 years to go through not believing into my manifestation. Doesn't matter if I was angry. It doesn't matter if I was upset. It doesn't matter if all this time I harbored all of these beliefs about myself, about relationships, about this person or whatever. Right now, I'm changing it. Right now, I'm changing it. And you know something? When you do this, if you're able to do this in 1 minute, you've just changed your entire life. You've just changed your entire life. You've just changed your entire life. And your life will never be the same. Past, present, and future. Because when you change something in the present, your past changes and your future naturally does change as well. Thanks so much for listening. Until next time, ciao ciao.